All right, you losers, let's get this thing underway. Shouldn't we wait for the big guy to get here? Oh no, that won't be necessary. I've got his book and we'll be all ready to go. So let's go ahead and get things underway first off with Yeah, I'm not doing this today. Just like Carson Beck couldn't do anything on Saturday. Oh man, Georgia. I'm honestly starting to feel sorry for you. Well, let's just not look at Georgia football right now. Oh, like Michael Vick in 2004, we beat down those dogs. Man. So let's go ahead and kick these off with, let's go ahead and continue it. Ohio State, you got another good win. Yeah, I mean, it was Michigan State, so I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised. So I'm not too surprised. Well, look at that. For 5 weeks into the year, and Ohio State's only just now playing a Power 5 opponent. Hey, at least we didn't have to steal their signs to beat them. Michigan, I saw you also did something, I don't know. Nobody cared. Because you're irrelevant. Because you have a loss, which I'm assuming is what, at least that's what I'm assuming that number, but beside on that number to the right of your record is. I wouldn't know. I hate you. Good. I hope that never changes. Let's go ahead and look at another loser here. LSU. I mean, our defense actually showed up, finally. Well, at least one defense in the SEC decided to show up. Ain't that right, Georgia? Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. In one hand, I was absolutely rooting for Georgia, but in another hand, never mind. I was completely rooting for Georgia. This is the worst day of my life. Well, maybe you can go to Coach O's therapy to help you overcome your issues. Penn State got another victory in their Auburn game. We didn't play Auburn. No, I know. I just call it the Auburn game because just like Auburn, it's a whiteout. Well, we were undefeated for a little bit at least. I mean, it's only our first loss. We're okay. We can still make the playoff. Oh man, some of you losers are pathetic. Oh man, speaking of losers, Arkansas. Yeah, no, we're not doing this. Oh man, walking away just like he should have done in Oklahoma. A&M obviously getting the win there. Yeah, I'm honestly starting to question. Are we good, or are we just not great and Arkansas is just bad? Well, you did lose by double digits to a team who lost to NIU at home, so take from that what you will. Man, this is crazy. A basketball team is undefeated. Man, the basketball team of Alabama, the basketball version of Alabama is undefeated as well. Man, Bama, you and I are killing it. Who are you? It doesn't matter. We just picked up a Big 12 win. We are 4-1. Go ahead and rank us. Your best win is UCF. You struggled against North Dakota State, got blown up by Nebraska. I mean, you got a decent win against UCF, but again, nobody even realizes that UCF's in the Big 12 these days. That's the 2017 national champions you're talking about. There's so many things I could say, but I'm not going to waste any breath on you, because if I wasted any breath on you, that'd be more than Shedeur Sanders is worth. I saw Mississippi State kept it close with Texas. Yeah, I was surprised myself. Thank God that Texas isn't here this week, because he's preparing for Georgia. Or what's left of him. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the result I was most looking forward to. Oh man, Kentucky. We believe the media too much. All it took was for you to play one defense that could actually comprehend how to tackle, and everything just fell apart. I'm like so confused. Like, are we like actually like a really good team that just fell short, or are we just do other teams just really just play down to our level? Yeah, yours is as good as mine on that one, but I mean, you know what? As long as you beat Ole Miss, because you beat Ole Miss, I don't really care what you want to call it. Depression continues to reign supreme. Whew, man, you wanted to sue the College Football Playoff Committee so badly, and you didn't, so instead, you're just flat out refusing to play football this year. It's quite commendable. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this. Well, to be fair, FSU, you're not really doing anything. Boise State, congratulations, Boise. You had yet another fantastic week. You got the second place for the Heisman right now. Second place, you mean first? Ashton Genty's the best player in college football. He's putting up video game numbers. Yeah, sorry, we just had a quarterback run all over the best defense in college football. While you're doing this against teams that barely made bowl games, so I would slow your roll. Just when everything started to look good and it looked like we had the Big 12 under wraps, yeah, everything just fell apart. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, which just fits perfectly considering basically everything in Arizona is ashes. We've returned victorious over the Utes, and the Big 12 is wide open again. I won't lie, I completely forgot you guys were in the Big 12. And we snatched victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat. I thought the Big 10 environments were supposed to be intense and going to give these California schools a run for their money. Yeah, it turns out those atmospheres have to, be in prime Big 10 country, and it was like 80 degrees, so it didn't really do us any favors. Really quickly, before we continue on with whatever happened on Saturday, how about what happened on Friday? Oh, no, we're not going to talk about Friday. I don't care what anybody says. I saw 3 different angles. That was without a doubt a touchdown. Ooh, yeah, tough break between a battle between a team that's going to probably be eliminated in the first round of the playoff and a team that was quote-unquote the sleeper in their conference that has lost to Vanderbilt. Well, I don't exactly like how we did it, but we won. Ooh, yeah, the battle between the bottom tier Big 10 schools in the end of September is always a classic. Yeah, that took 3 years off my life. It might be time to call up Drew Brees to be your head coach. Is this Missouri still undefeated? Believe it or not, yes. Well, enjoy it while it lasts, because you'll be playing against us here in a couple weeks. And just like that, the Big 12 can still be in our grasp. Everything looks so good in the beginning. Yeah, Oklahoma State, how on earth do you have a 35-year-old quarterback who's been playing this for like 1,000 years lose to yet another quarterback that's been here for years? I mean, come on. You just need to tell Alan Bowman to just go get a job. Oh, and you're talking about me as if Oregon doesn't have a tight end that's been in college football for 9 years. You know what? You raise an excellent point. And I've saved the best thing for last. Whew, first win as a member of the SEC, and it took a year off my life. Hey, what matters is you won. Speaking of, considering who you played, where is he at? I wanted to rub it in his face so badly. Come on, Auburn. Are you just gonna stand there, or are you gonna help me? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm too helped and drunk. But I got an idea of what we can do. Do I even want to know? We can throw an interception. Please just stop talking. Well, I guess if he's not gonna show up, then I guess I'll go ahead and close it out for the big man. First of all, before I close it out here, I would just like to say, Roll Tide. And secondly, I mean, when we look at this next week college football, I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I mean, might be one of the worst slates of college football that I've seen in a minute. I mean, game days for some reason is going to Berkeley, California for Miami versus Cal for whatever reason. Honestly, it's probably just so they can say they've only got like 4 other schools that they haven't been to in the Power 4. Yeah, I don't really understand it either. I mean, you got Clemson versus Florida State, but I mean, it's not really that much. It's not really that impressive anymore. Missouri versus Texas A&M. Again, yeah. I mean, the week that everybody's going to be looking at is the week after that, of course, when we go ahead and beat Tennessee, and Ohio State versus Oregon, and LSU and Ole Miss, but nobody cares about that. That'll be a battle between the mid-tier SEC schools trying to battle for the Music City Bowl invite. Honestly, at this point, I'll take anything. Honestly, yeah, if we get to the Music City Bowl, I'd be happy. I remember what all of you were saying is Georgia the new Alabama. Yeah, you can't be the new Alabama until you take me down, and nobody can take me down. So, with all that being said, Roll Tide, and we'll see you next week.